Yes, it's afternoon. It's not morning anymore. Happy Sunday, everybody. Um, I just come to you guys as a humble servant of God, and right now, and if you guys don't know me, as you know, my name is TT, but my real name is Tierra, but I go by TT. Um, I just want to come to you guys from the Word, from the Word, from the Bible, and what I learned in church today. So today, the scriptures that we came from this morning was Matthew chapter 25. So let me go to it. Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through. Okay, so St. Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. So my cousin, he's the pastor, Pastor Orvis. Oh, let's stop you guys. If y'all do not have a church and y'all are in the Texas area, go to Barnabas Church. That's in Katy, Texas. And I'll at the end I'll give you guys the address and where and he's on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and I think Instagram. Don't quote me, but I think Instagram. But I will give y'all the actually let me go get the flyer real quick. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So this is the flyer. It's called We Build In to Build Out. Okay, and it's called Barnabas Church. My cousin is the pastor there. His name is Pastor Orvis, and this is the address. This is the address, if y'all can see it. And he's on Facebook. Okay, so he is on Instagram and YouTube, and if you want to give, it's Giveify. So if you don't have a church home, or if you want to, don't have a church home or church family, he's on YouTube, Facebook, he's on social media, so go check him out. But let's get into this word. So today, he was basically talking about, about how God, gives us these gifts and talents and stuff, and basically asking, what are we doing with them? Like, he gives us all these talents and gifts and stuff, but we do nothing with them. We hide, we don't double it, we don't triple it, we don't invest. And so today he's asking, like, what are you doing with these gifts and talents that I give you? So we're going to read, this is coming from the King James Version. Y'all bear with me because this is my first time doing something like this. And, God told me to do this, and I'm listening and I'm obeying because I'm his humble servant. So just bear with me because this is my first time doing this, okay? So, all right. And it says, we're going to read verses 14 to 15. I'm going to break it down, you guys. So we're going to read verses 14 through 15 right now. And it says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So basically he's saying he gave each person the talents to their ability, basically. If they have like ideas, or they're basically to their ability. Those the talents that he gives to your ability. So he gave one 5, the other one 2, and then he gave 1 to 1. So how the pastor broke it down is like why did you just give them 1 for that one person, and why you give the 1 to 2, why you give the other one 5? It's to their ability. Okay, like, whatever your ability is, that's what your talents is. That's what your gifts are. um, like what the question again, like what are you doing with those talents and those gifts that God is giving to you, that God is blessing you with? Like, are you just multiplying them? Are you investing them? Or are you just letting them hang around and not using them? Like, what are you doing with them? And this way right here is for me too, because you know we all have talents and gifts, but what are we doing with them? And then verse 16 says, Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. So basically the person with the 5 talents doubled it, 5 more talents. So now you got 10 talents now. And this is Jesus speaking. You know, Jesus spoke in parables. So this is actually Jesus speaking right now. And he's teaching. But in parables, y'all know in the Bible, Jesus taught in parables. If you get it, you don't. If whoever get it, gets it. Whoever don't. That's why you gotta read your word and stuff like that, and pray and manifest. So in verse 16, so basically he multiplied. He added, actually, sorry, belay my last. He added 5 more talent. Basically, add more to his talent that God gave him, or that his master gave him, right? So that's 1. Verse 17 said, And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. So the other person that received 2 talents gained 2 more talents. So basically added 2 more. So they're doing something with their talents that their Lord blessed them with. And that's the same thing for us, you guys. Like, when God gives us something, like gives talent, whatever it is, we have to invest that back into God. Like God is not just gonna give us something for free. Okay, he's not gonna give us something for free. He wants you to multiply. He wants you to go out and do something with that talent, that gift that he gave you. Okay, verse 18. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So in church today, that pastor was like, oh, that's why he gave him 1, because if God only give you 1 talent, give you one of thing, he knows you're not gonna do nothing with it. He knows you're not gonna do nothing with it, or hide it, or not use it, or nothing like that. So if you're that one person, I think you need to change how you do things, because that's not pleasing to God. If God gives you something, he wants you to invest, multiply it, do better, use it. Basically use it. Verse 19. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. Verse 20. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. Verse 21. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. That thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So basically what these scriptures are saying is that the person that had the 5 talents came and brought the other 5 talents that he gained. And his Lord said, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. That's basically God saying, well done, good and faithful servant. Like, you listened to me, like you did something with your talents, like you gained, like you did actually use your talent. And we all know, we all want God to tell us, well done, thou good and faithful servant. We all know. So, like, enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Like, we all want to hear that. Like, what are you doing with your talents and your gifts that God? What are you doing with what God gave you? Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. Verse 23. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord, of thy Lord. Same with that person. He brought 2 more. He got blessed with 2 talents, gained 2 more, brought him to his Lord, and his Lord said, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Because he actually went and did something with his talents and gifts that his Lord gave to him. Instead of just sitting around not doing nothing, or hiding it, or just letting it sit there, not doing nothing with it at all. They went and got up and gained more with what they was given and invested it back into their Lord. That's what we're supposed to be doing. But some of us are just sitting around and not doing nothing for God, for his glory. And that's not pleasing him. Not pleasing. Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid. Verse 25. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast, that is mine. That is mine. Verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Verse 27. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. So basically what the scripture is saying, that the person that didn't do nothing with their stuff just hid it, and basically just making excuses of why he didn't do it. Because basically he just didn't want to do it. He gave that the Lord gave. He said, thou wicked and slothful servant. Basically saying you're lazy. You're evil and you're lazy. Like, you're just making up excuses to why you just didn't want to do it. You're lazy. You're basically lazy, evil and lazy, and that's not pleasing to God at all. That's not of God. That's how some of us do. Like, we're so lazy and get so comfortable into where we are now and comfortable what we're doing now. God said, you're lazy and evil. And that's not of him. Y'all, we need to be more like God. We need to be more of God. And multiply and give back to him what he did more abundantly than what we've been given from him. And use it for his glory, instead of just being lazy. And then he gave the talents to the person who had who gained 5 more talents. Basically had 10 talents in all. So basically what the scripture is saying, that the parable is saying, that Jesus is saying, is that what we don't do with our gifts and talents, God will give to somebody else that's using it for his glory. And we don't want that. We're always saying, oh, why are they doing so much better than me? Because we're just being lazy. We're not doing what we're supposed to do in God. Like, you think God just going to keep giving you something and you're not doing nothing with it, and it's not pleasing to him? No. He's going to give it to somebody else who's actually doing something. So that's something to think on. If you want God to bless you, you need to do better. You need to do better. Verse 29. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. Verse 30, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So basically, for the person who has been doing good, and they shall be given abundance, like who's doing something for God and for His glory, they will be given they shall have abundance of everything. Because if you get back, if God gives you something, you gotta give back in. You gotta invest that back into God, because God gonna say, "What have you done? What have you done with these?" And basically, if from the person that's being lazy and stuff like that, He'll take it away. He's gonna take it away. He's not gonna keep giving you something you're not doing something with it. It's not pleasing you. He's gonna take it away. Okay, He's gonna take it away and give it to somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, and y'all don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. Y'all gonna be looking stuck. And then basically that unprofitable servant, He's gonna cast into darkness. This world is already dark, and so it's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Y'all don't want that. That's basically like hell. So all I'm gonna say is y'all need to we need to get our lives right. We need to be more of God. We need all these talents and gifts. We need to use them for the glory of God and help His people, and because we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and we need to help each other. That's what we're put on this earth to do, is help each other, use the gifts that God give us to give Him glory. Because if not, He's gonna say, "Turn from me, I know you not." And we do not want to hear that. We want to hear, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant." That's what we want to hear, y'all. Y'all do not want to be cast into darkness. We don't want that. So I just hope, y'all, that we all can come together and just do what's right for God, like live righteously in Him, because there's nobody like God. There's nobody like God. He can give and take it away. So let's just get right with God. Let's just do right for God. Live righteously, obey, bow down to Him. Because sooner or later we're gonna have to bow down. One way or another, we're all gonna bow down. So you might as well bow down today, right now. So that's what the scriptures were today in church, and that's what we learned in church today. And y'all, it really touched me, because what are we doing with these gifts and talents that God gives us? Because you're gonna come and be like, what have you done? Like, what have you done? So I just pray that we all just come together and just use our gifts that He gives us, so we can be them faithful servants for Him. So, but this is my first time doing something like this, so bear with me. Don't, you know what I'm saying, like, just bear with me. I'll do more of this, because it feels good to do something for God, and being His servant and all, we gotta obey Him and listen. So even if it's uncomfortable, we gotta do it, y'all. So, but thank y'all for listening. I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday today. I love you guys, and God bless. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.